Humanity had built an industry around a star. Argus no longer lived in one place. Its computation spread with Helios. Around Mercury, experimental infrastructure had become mature industry. Energy teleportation was mature. Matter reconstruction had improved, but mass remained its enemy. Each kilogram still demanded immense computation. Inside the solar system, resonance had shown no meaningful attenuation with distance. No test had found a hard range limit. Outbound One was built to ask whether that limit existed between stars. It carried 2 resonance receivers, autonomous navigation, scientific instruments, and radio for the old-fashioned way home. Helios would supply the enormous electrical power required for main propulsion through resonance. The nuclear battery could keep the probe alive if that power disappeared. It could not keep the main engines burning. 1 kilogram was not enough to transform freight, but a spacecraft did not need a ton all at once. Argus could reconstruct hydrogen a kilogram at a time. The engines consumed it continuously, so the receiver kept rebuilding what they used. Matter reconstruction could not yet move cargo ships, but it could keep one flying. Destination: Alpha Centauri. Distance: 4.37 light-years. Planned velocity: 80% of light speed. At approximately 2G, it would take about 8 months to approach that speed. The plan rested on one untested belief: that resonance would continue indefinitely. Nothing in the data said it would stop. So, humanity built a machine around the assumption. Outbound One was ready. Outbound One departed Mercury orbit. Helios sent power. Resonance sent hydrogen. The engines answered. Day 1, all systems nominal, resonance stable. 1 kilogram packets arrived in sequence. The buffer turned those pulses into a continuous supply. Day 3, energy transfer stable, hydrogen reconstruction stable. Day 7, no measurable attenuation. The Helios network followed it outward without strain. By the 10th day, the solar system was shrinking behind it. It was already moving faster than any previous human-built spacecraft. Each day carried it farther than the day before. Only the surrounding plasma suggested that the sun's domain was nearing its end. For 15 days, nothing had failed. On the 16th day, it was roughly 120 astronomical units away, moving at 26,000 kilometers per second. Ahead lay the heliopause, the shifting region where the solar wind yielded to interstellar space. The crossing was expected to be interesting, not dangerous. Outbound One crossed the boundary under power. One moment, everything was normal. The next moment, nothing was. Resonance power ended. No new hydrogen could be reconstructed. The buffer was never meant to carry the mission, and the main engines went dark. The nuclear battery kept the probe alive. The spacecraft did not stop. It simply became quiet. On Earth, Argus woke Sarah in the middle of the night. It called her name again. Sleep vanished as the report reached her. Sarah was moving before the room had fully awakened. Energy and matter transfer had ended at the same instant. Communication had failed with them. Sarah brought the mission systems online. Argus began searching for the lost connection. Mercury's entire network reached for the probe. Every path returned empty. Mars tried next. It failed at the same boundary. Sarah committed the full Helios network to the search. Thousands of nodes found the same silence. The question narrowed from whether the link had failed to where. The last successful sample lay inside the heliopause. The first silence lay immediately beyond it. No weakening, no attenuation trend, no precursor. The connection simply stopped. The final telemetry could say only what had been true before the crossing. Beyond it, the probe's condition was unknowable. Sarah turned to the one channel that did not depend on resonance. For the first time since launch, they called across ordinary space. A reply could not return for 34 hours. Dawn arrived before certainty did. For the first time in decades, humanity was waiting for distance again. 34 hours later, the earliest return window approached. The final seconds passed in silence. At 0, nothing arrived. Then the noise changed. Argus separated a repeating signal from the noise. The old signal had crossed 17 hours of darkness. The probe had survived the crossing. Its mission plan had not. Momentum carried it onward at 0.087 c. 16 days of acceleration were all it would get. The rest of the journey would be made on momentum alone. The room absorbed the scale of the revised journey. The destination had not changed, only the generation that would meet it. Failure had changed the method, not the destination. Navigation locked onto the old objective. For Sarah, 50 years was longer than the time she had left. For Argus, the mission could continue without a human lifetime. Sarah handed the unfinished journey to the intelligence that could wait. Argus accepted a duty measured in decades. Humanity had conquered the distance between planets. The distance between stars was waiting.